It's a bit of a bummer, but this shed doesn't meet HOA standards. They don't approve of the barn style, and the height is an issue as well. We are going to get it moved, and I will also go over how much it costs for the service of the crane. We have several different ways we can transport and move buildings. We can use our specialized shed moving trailers, and we also have a shed mule, which is like a forklift type device. But if the shed is behind a fenced yard, or access just doesn't allow for the shed to come out of the area it's in, then the next option is to use a crane. Using a crane can be fairly simple, but can be complicated as well. Luckily, we are in a neighborhood still being developed and on a very quiet street that is plenty wide. Even with the crane all set up and the outriggers extended, cars can still pass by safely. But if this wasn't the case and we were on a busy and narrow street, then it could be a safety issue. We would then need to get a road closure and permit, and that would allow for the crane to legally be set up on the street. This would add cost, making the overall project much more expensive. The cost of a crane can vary quite a bit. There are a few things we need to look at. We need to know roughly the weight of the shed and the distance from the center of the crane to the center of the shed. Once we determine this, we can run the calculations and decide what size crane we need. On this job, the distance was about 60 feet and the shed weighs about 3,700 pounds. So we are going to use a 40-ton crane. At the time of this move, the fee was $600 for the crane service. If the shed was heavier and the distance was further, then we would need to use a larger crane and the cost would go up. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, then please subscribe to the channel.